Stories. It's your girl AyChristene, and today I've gotten so many requests to check out Sultan Sketch's newest video, My First Love, featuring Emirichu. Link for this video is in the description box below, but before we get into it, I want to say special shout out to everybody who's been supporting my AY Go Hard channel. The response has been pretty freaking awesome, and I'm so grateful. If you have no idea what I'm talking about, I've started a Let's Play channel where I can play through like story-based games and make longer videos and stuff like that. It's called AY Go Hard. Link for the video is in the description box below. Please be sure to check it out. I like having a place where I can play like Let's Plays. I'm playing through Spider-Man right now. After, I'm gonna let people vote on whether I should play God of War or Tomb Raider and Dying Light. I've got a couple games lined up that I want to play through. So check out the link in the description box below to support that channel and subscribe. Click the notification bell for that channel and this channel. Let's get into this video. Link is also down below for this video so you can check it out without me blabbering on top. And yeah, let's get started.
Sultan, look. Aren't they pretty?
Oh, that sounds so cute.
I just bought these gel pens.
Oh, I so love
beautiful.
gel pens.
Only
Look
you
at
can
him.
borrow them, okay?
Aww. That's so sweet of her. What the heartbeat? Several years later. Oh, okay, so he's on a pier. That's what we think of
Sultan, look.
Death Note.
Isn't it pretty?
Oh.
The ocean at night.
Aww.
It's beautiful.
That's right. That sounds so sweet. I think I'm in love with her too. Oh, why is he crying? Is the love just so amazing that that's why he cried? Oh.
Yeah, it is.
Aww. ¿Qué está pasando?
Whenever I think about this story, to this day, I still can't decide if it's a happy story or a sad story.
Oh, really? No, it sounded like it was going to be
wonder,
happy.
What will you think of it?
I'll let you know.
If you've seen my previous videos about my school experience, you'll know that primary school for me absolutely sucked and I didn't have any real friends. But that's not completely true.
Okay.
You see, in the classroom at least, there was one person who always treated me with kindness.
Who's that person?
There was one person who, even though we were never close, I considered a comrade.
I like that
This is the story about the first girl
making
I ever loved.
This sounds really sweet. I'm watching his like the animation, so it's like a technical thing right now. But I see that he's drawn the frames of like his art style of him talking, because normally we're used to the storybook thing, right? Where it's just him voicing over the storybook of like still pictures of what was happening, especially when he was in school. But here he's got the mouth to move all the way through. So I want to know what software he uses for the mouth to move throughout his still frames of his body movements. I want to know. If you know, let me know down below. If you're like, hey, that looks like this program, let me know.
If you know me in person, as friends, or even if we just went to school together, chances are you already know who this video is about.
Oh, okay.
And you've probably heard bits and pieces of our story because people love to talk, but not the whole thing.
Oh, wow.
To tell this story,
I want to know the story.
I need to go to the beginning.
Okay.
The very beginning. Our story takes place almost 10 years ago.
Oh, wow. It's been a long time. 10 years ago, how were you? How
In
old
the
were you?
final
'Cause
year of primary school,
10 years
our
ago is
teacher
when I met
assigned
my
us
husband.
random seats, and I was seated next to a girl. She had these sparkly rainbow Smiggle gel pens all packed neatly in a sleeve.
So we're back to
and
the storybook
She
then.
turned to me and told me that only her best friend and I could borrow them,
Aw.
since I was sitting next to her.
That's sweet.
This
That's
was
very
my
nice.
first interaction with her.
She looks
I
super
didn't know
cute.
it then, but that's when it all began.
Aw. She looks so cute.
Now, she told me this a few years later, but we had actually been going to the same school since we were 5.
Oh,
but I
wow.
just never noticed her until we were in the same class together.
Oh, wow. But
A
she
fact
noticed
that
you.
she always made me feel guilty for.
Aw.
She was always kind to me, always spoke to me in class,
that's nice.
but we were never really friends.
Okay.
Or at least I didn't think so. That was until the first day of high school.
Oh yeah, because he said in high school something had happened and he met somebody, but he'll talk about it later, so this must be that story now. I like the transition between different animation styles, or like his different styles. The storybook, and then you've got the actual moving animation.
Sultan?
Huh?
Oh, look at her.
Please tell me you're in this class.
Aw.
Yeah, I am. Are you?
Yay! Someone I know.
She's so sweet.
Promise me you won't ditch me. I don't want to be alone.
Oh.
Promise me you won't ditch me ever.
Wow, that's very strong. Intense. Aw.
This is the story
That's so cute.
of how a sultan fell in love with a princess.
Oh.
Her name obviously wasn't Princess, but, well, that was what I actually called her, so it's pretty accurate.
That's good.
Now, let me talk a little bit about what kind of person she was.
Okay.
She was very sweet,
Okay.
funny, caring, and she was very intelligent. I mean, I think we worked on hundreds of projects together.
She sounds sweet.
And she was beautiful. Like, stunning.
Aw.
She was one of the most gorgeous girls in the school,
Aw.
but she wasn't the typical popular hot girl you see in the movies.
Okay.
She was kind to everyone, but she
That's
kept her
good.
circle close.
That's
And
good.
as we grew closer, she let me in her circle.
Aw. It's nice that she was kind.
During primary
know?
school, when people used to bully me, she never did. And in high school,
That's
whenever
good.
I'd be walking alone, she wouldn't let me.
Aw.
She'd run up to me and she'd wrap her arm around mine and she'd
She
drag
looks
me to socialize.
So intense.
In the first year of high school, I was still extremely shy and timid, so I couldn't help but feel like a pest following her around.
Aw.
So I tried to limit my interactions with her, but she wouldn't have any of that.
Aw. That's sweet.
Every time our class had to pair up, she'd shoot me a stare and partner up with
Aw.
me. Whenever there were parties, she would always ask to go together.
That's
Because
good.
I was very insecure back then and thought no one liked me, I thought she was just doing it out of pity.
Aw. She sounds like
But
she was
as I
really
grew up,
nice.
As I made new friends, as I grew to become more social and confident, I realized it wasn't.
Aw,
She
this
genuinely
is so
liked me
cute.
and my company, and I adored hers.
Aw.
I think when I became confident in my own skin and personality, that's when we truly grew closer.
Aw.
We were inseparable, and everyone in the school knew it.
That's adorable.
If they saw me or Princess by ourselves, they would get shocked because
Oh.
we were always joined at the hip.
Aw.
Not that I would ever leave her alone, of course. There were a lot of thirsty guys in our school who always
I
checked her
bet.
out when she walked
I
past.
bet.
I made sure they did.
He's
I
like,
was
"Look
still
at my
pretty
butt
shy and
instead."
avoided conflict when I could, but when it came to Princess, I would jump in headfirst for her.
Oh, that's sweet.
Princess didn't date much,
Okay.
and honestly, I think it was because I scared off a lot of guys.
Aw.
I didn't threaten them or anything like
What'd you
that.
do,
but
then?
from afar, we did look like a couple, and
Us dating?
every second
What makes you
question
say
we were
that?
asked were, "Are you two dating?"
Ah, that's why he said
It
that.
never weirded us out because, well, we were used to it, and we were both very certain of where we stood with each other.
Oh.
We were best friends. That's all. Every
super
time
sweet,
Princess
though.
dated, I would make it my mission to become close friends with the guy.
Oh, that's nice.
I needed to know what kind of people they were.
Did he break
I
his
wasn't just
fingers?
gonna let the most perfect girl in the
You're
world
doing
date
it
someone
again.
who didn't appreciate her.
Looks like he's
I
breaking
would
his
usually
hand.
end up being the middleman and run back and forth between Princess and whoever she was seeing at the time and give advice to both of them and try to help them out whenever they needed.
Okay. He was trying to be a good friend.
As for me, I dated a few times as well, but for some reason, whenever I was getting close to a girl, I pushed away.
We all know why.
At the time, I thought I was just scared of commitment, but I
No.
still wasn't quite sure.
No, you wanted
Most of
Princess.
the girls I dated, Princess hated.
Did she?
She was so sweet and kind to everyone in the school, but for some reason, she thought I picked the wrong girls, and she would usually lecture me about it.
Because she was jealous.
I think she also thought I deserved someone like me, and that was something I truly loved about her.
I think she was a little jealous.
I would always lecture her about leaving her homework to the last minute, and she would always lecture me about sleeping properly. So there were a lot
You
of
guys took care of
lunchtimes
each
where
other.
we would sit in the library so she could do her homework while I could sleep.
Oh, that's nice.
As we grew older, we just grew closer and closer. I called her parents mum and dad, and she called mine that too. Our parents shipped us together, but we always laughed
the parents
and
in the
brushed it off.
background.
The rumors at school also
That's
never
cute.
stopped, but it never bothered us.
That's cute.
We knew who we were, and that was all that mattered.
This is adorable. Oh, the music stopped.
Oh, so I thought.
Whenever the music stops, you know some ish is gonna go down.
Grade, I was at a party that finished way earlier than it should have. I'd been drinking grape juice.
Grape juice.
Juice. So I wasn't feeling too well. I was walking home when I received a text on my phone.
What was this?
It was Princess, and she was at my best mate's house with a
Why is
friend,
she texting
and
me
she wanted me to
upside
come
down?
over after the party.
Oh, because he's grape
It
juice.
should be noted that at this time, Princess and my best mate were seeing each other. And so I hiccuped my way over there.
From all the grape juice?
When I arrived at his house, I walked into his bedroom and said hey to everyone, and then flopped down on the floor. We sat and hung out for a little
That's
while.
good.
Princess's friend was taking Snapchats of me doing dumb stuff.
Oh, she's cute too.
It was a good night.
What happened?
I remember Princess's friend wanted a selfie with me, and then I said I didn't want a selfie with her. I wanted a selfie with Princess. So I turned around to ask Princess for a selfie. And then...
And then what? And then what?
I want to take a selfie with Princess. Hey, Princess, come take a selfie with...
What happened? Oh, they were kissing. Or are they naked? Well, okay, he's clearly got clothes on. Oh.
Sultan,
So you just went to leave?
where are you going?
My mother's messaging me. She wants me home, and you know how she gets if I don't listen.
Dear.
Oh, okay. I guess I'll see you at school on Monday.
She seems nervous. Oh, he just left.
Yeah.
Oh, wow. But she's dated before, so I mean, was this the first time he saw her kiss someone? I was wondering why he was just standing there for a little bit. That apparently really affected him.
Sultan, what are you doing here? It's the middle of the night.
Who's this guy?
Huh?
Oh, look at him crying. Is this him realizing he's in love with her?
I think... I love her.
Aww. What? Is that it? Wait a minute. Okay, no. I refuse. I refuse to believe that that's it. Oh my gosh. You know what? In the description box it did say part 2. And I thought we were going to get a complete story. We did not get a complete story. We just got a lot of like the what is it called? What is it called? Like when you get like a lot of the not fluff, because we got bass, but it was all about the bass, no trouble. Background. That is what I meant to say. I'm upset. That is not enough. That is not enough for me because I think the story was going very well. I think, and obviously we have to see how long part 2 is going to be, which I know you guys are going to let me know when part 2 comes out, and thank you for that. But I feel like if it's 10 minutes as well, then I can kind of get you being like, hey, part 1, part 2. But if it's like 5 minutes, it could have been one video. It could have been one 16-minute video, and we all would have been fine. I'm upset that it stopped right there in the middle of it, and I'm a little confused because he said she's dated before. So is that no, you know what? I understand now, because he said, I think I love her. So it's not that this is the first time he saw her kiss, but it's the first time that he realized how he felt for her. And that's what made him upset, because he realized that he was in love with her. And this was a really sweet story. He freaking adored her. And you could tell with how he talks about her. And I'm in love with her too. I adore her. I don't even know who this chick is, and I'm in love with her too. Like, he did a great job with his storytelling. So much so that I'm upset that it's done right now. I feel like there's so much more that needs to be said, and I would love to hear it. Hopefully soon. Hopefully we don't have to wait another whole month before we hear the rest of this story. Because I really enjoyed it. I really enjoyed it. I love the differences in the storytelling where he had his classic storybook style, and then he transitioned to actual moving animation. I love his art style. He drew her very beautifully. It might be close to what she looks like. It might not be. However, I'm in love with her too. Princess, I love you. I don't know who you are, but I love you. And yeah, I really enjoyed it. Let me know your thoughts down below in the comment section. Are you upset because it's like in the middle of it too? How do you feel? Let me know. If you like the video, check out the link in the description box below to support Sultan sketches there. If you like this video, hug the life out of that like button. I love you guys as always, and until next time, buddies. Toodles!